I'm proud to be a law enforcement officer so my kids can look at me and say, my dad's a police officer.
The opportunity is great. We're looking for good people.
Get that education. We have a lot of local opportunities here in Muskegon County.
We have a 98% pass rate on the law enforcement licensing exam.
You can learn right here in West Michigan. You can stay right here in West Michigan. You can service in your community that you were brought up in.
It doesn't matter how little it is or how big it is, we're there for people.
But as you mature and learn, you find out it's about service to the community.
If you have any interest whatsoever in law enforcement, this is where you should start.
This is one of the greatest professions that a young person can consider.
Welcome to Insight Muskegon. I'm Mike Vogas, your host for this program, and our topic today is law enforcement opportunities in Muskegon County. Are you happy you chose the profession you did, and if so, why?
The reason I chose the profession was to be able to give back to the community and lock up bad guys. And as I got into the profession, I learned it was more about service to the community, so that's not originally why I got into it. But as you mature and learn, you find out it's about service to the community. And locking up bad guys is a small portion of that. But you're able to help people in the community be there when some people get in an accident or a victim of a crime, to be able to go back and actually solve that crime and bring some closure to a family. That is the ultimate for me. Most careers, you have to have fun. And this gives you a chance to actually interact, come to work every day, and have a good time with people and socialize. So if you're a social person and you like being around people and you like making people feel good or being there, this is the profession for you when you come up through high school and college. So that's what and a wide variety of things. Most professions, if you want to be an automotive engineer, when you go through school and you become an automotive engineer, that's all you are. In law enforcement, you can go from being a K-9 handler to a bomb tech to school liaison. You can actually teach, and you have a true one-on-one touch with the community.
You know, I've been in law enforcement 32 years, and I've never done the same thing in 2 days. Every day is something different, and every day is a new challenge. That this isn't a job, it's a career that you're choosing. And really the decision to become a law enforcement officer is going to be the easiest part of that career. All right. From that point on, you're going to see many challenges, but it's the feeling you're going to get of unity, of team, effort, and the work that you do. And it's a noble career. I really believe that it is. You know, when you get to go out every day to service and help your community and the things that they do, you're going to, as a young officer though, you're going to be so excited and ready to come back to work every day. Every day. It's an honor is what it is. It really is.
I'm the type of person that enjoy helping folks. I know that sounds like something that you want a police chief to say, but I live that way. I think I was born in the wrong century. I'm a knight in shiny armor. I'm a cowboy. I enjoy riding into a troubled situation and making it better. It makes me feel good, and I sleep well afterwards. When I hire an officer or want to interview an officer, I'm looking for a good person. A person got a value, beliefs, rituals, and behaviors that's going to fit in with helping folks and being what a person can depend upon. I've often said that you can make a good person a good police officer. It's very difficult to make a good police officer a good person. We've got people in high positions sometimes doing bad things. I don't want to hire those people. Your heart and your mind got to be in the right place.
If you go to work just for a job or just to make money, it's going to be a long career for you. You have to go into something you're going to enjoy, and because that time is precious, and you are there more. I'm at work more than I'm at home, and therefore you better enjoy it. So when you're looking for that career choice, you want to make sure it's something you're interested in and that you're going to enjoy the rest of your life. Law enforcement is something that is not for everybody. That's why we have opportunities like the Career Tech Center where kids can go in, find out, is this really for them? Is this something they want to do the rest of their lives? Get that education. We have a lot of local opportunities here in Muskegon County. You can go to Muskegon Community College or Baker College. They both have criminal justice programs, both very good programs. You can get it right here and then transfer out if you need further for a police academy.
Our students, they come in, and this is all new for them because they're used to the regular high school setting. And so when they come in, it's new and it's a different way to be. They are with us from September through the end of the school year. And so they spend 2.5 hours with us every day of the school year. And so when they come to us, it's set up completely different. And so it takes them a little time to get used to that, but then they adapt. They all have a class number, so they're all part of a team and a unit in ours. And so they really get to learn that teamwork and what that feels like to be part of a family. So the best thing to do is if you're interested in law enforcement at all, come to our program, get introduced to it all. So it's police, courts and corrections, and fire. So if someone's interested in the law enforcement career and then they end up working for an agency that's public safety, then they can work for them too, because we will have some fire training in that.
The police academy is really what it says. It's the academy. It's that baseline training for law enforcement officers. It's that it provides the basic knowledge, skills, and abilities from laws to driving to shooting to physical fitness to everything that a police officer would need to begin their career. But the biggest way to get ready for the academy is be a good person. It's just that simple. Be a good person, be nice to other people, don't get caught up in drugs and alcohol, and don't get caught up committing crimes. There are many academies in the state of Michigan. There are several academies in West Michigan. Grand Valley is very unique. It is a 16-week program we run every summer, and at the conclusion of the 16 weeks you sit for the state licensing, law enforcement licensing exam, and upon completion of that and successful passing of the licensing exam, then you're eligible to get hired into law enforcement. We have a 98% pass rate. We have a 98% pass rate on the law enforcement licensing exam. Our employment rate over the last 5 years has been in the 95+ range. So we provide not only the state mandated minimum curriculum, but we go above and beyond and provide about an additional 70 hours worth of training.
I'm proud to be a law enforcement officer so my kids can look at me and say, my dad's a police officer. I think that's huge. We're all human. When we put this uniform on, we're still a person. We're no different than anybody else. The only difference is we have to find that medium, find the middle. Between, you have one story and two stories. Between those two stories is the truth. And it's our job to figure out what that is and make the right decision accordingly. It's not easy. Not easy.
We see the worst. People call us in their worst moments. They're not having a good day. Something is happening in their lives and it's usually something bad. So obviously that can be stressful, but to help them and to see a smile on their face or to get the gratitude from them, that absolutely makes the profession worthwhile. It doesn't matter like how bad the media portrays us. I know that we're always going to be wanted, we're always needed, and we're always loved. The community as a whole wants us and loves us. And no matter the one incident that makes us look bad or the one time that the media portrays us as looking bad, that doesn't matter because I know that our community wants us and they love us.
I've had the ability to work in this profession now for almost 20 years. And in those 20 years, from the first day that I walked into the prosecutor's office to now serving as the elected prosecutor, I've had the privilege and honor to meet many men and women who bravely put on that uniform day in and day out, whether it be during the day or in the middle of the night. And they wear it with pride, they wear it with honor, and they serve their communities. And they deal with things that people don't normally see or don't normally hear about, but they do it in a way because they know the job has to get done. To me, this is one of the greatest professions that a young person can consider, but more importantly, that a young person can commit to. Because those folks that decide to serve and protect those communities are doing one of the greatest services outside of being in the military, to serve the communities and provide that safety, that justice that everybody that lives and works in those communities deserves. And so from that standpoint, I know that the folks that I've met throughout my entire career, when they put that uniform on, they're proud of what they're doing. And it's an honorable profession. And I really hope that as folks watch this video, they understand that this is a worthwhile profession, that it does provide so much satisfaction and so much reward that you can make a career out of it.